Looked at the next year's preliminary budget. The revenues for next year, I believe, if memory serves me correct, are estimated to be at $15,800,000, considerably less than what it is this year, last year, and the year before. There's somewhere in the neighborhood of a $3.5 million deficit between next year's revenues and next year's expenditures. I believe that's a coincidence that they're both $3.5 million. So, but if this happens to be, I do understand. I just think it's too expensive right now.
Mr. Compton's saying, and I think in the envisioning report it specifically said aquatic center. It did not say pool was what people wanted. Number two, this is separately funded, entirely separate from the general fund, and would not in any way affect employees, layoffs, or anything else. But the other thing is that I have been approached by business people who have said, if in the first year or two that this pool needs funding, they believe in the project so much that they're willing to write a check for $1,000 apiece to help defray costs if needed. Now, they told me they don't think it's going to be needed, and they're not really worried about writing that check, but if need be, they would. And these are people that sought me out. They're willing to do this. The other thing is, since the mayor mentioned it, $3.5 million deficit in the proposed budget, I think is horrible, and it's an abomination, and it's an insult to the taxpayers of Marion. It's a wish list. Get real. If you're $3.5 million out of balance right now, that's why when you get down to December 31st, you're wailing and gnashing of teeth trying to, quote, balance the budget. Get real now. It's not going to be any better. The income to the city, the tax dollar's not going to be any better next year, just as he said. So why do you insult City Council and the people of Marion by bringing in a budget that's $3.5 million out of balance? Thank you.